Hey, this is Danielle from Black Business Boom and Black Owned Nashville, and we are live with our industry expert in all things life insurance and financial. And Cory Beal Sr. is here today with a little twist on things. So today we're going to be talking about business credit. And I know there are so many small business owners that are now starting to see the importance of building business credit in order to build their business. So I'm excited to get these tips from Cory. Cory's going to be giving us a few tips, things that we can do to get started with building our business credit. Welcome, Cory. How are you?
Hey man, it's going well. Feel like this was the first interview of the year for me. So happy New Year,
I think
Danielle.
so. Happy New Year. Wonderful. Well, let's give the people what they came for, because I know that this is a topic we're seeing it a lot these days, and people still are like, I just don't know where to get started. So
Right,
let's jump on
right.
in, Cory. What do you got for us today?
Man, business credit, to be honest with you, I've been knowing about business credit since like 2014, 2015. But back in the day, coming from banking, coming from, where I come from, we was always told cash is king, right?
Mhm.
And we was also told credit is the devil. When you got the Dave Ramseys and the Susan Ormans of the world constantly preaching that to our audience, we believe that. Unfortunately, that's why I call them agents. I really call them agents for the government, because when you truly understand what business credit could do for you, how it really could level up your business, how you really don't have to worry about your friends and family supporting or funding your business.
Mhm.
You would never want to listen to anything Dave, Susan, or anybody have to say, because they've been keeping our ass in slavery,
Well, I'll
financial
tell
slavery.
you, it's even if you're not going to take advantage, it's important to at least know that the option exists and how to take advantage if you need to. And I'm usually, for folks that know me and follow me on social media, I'm very transparent about my entrepreneurial journey.
Right.
And being able to have a line of credit for my business has helped me in times where I was like, oh, people got to get paid. Like, and this check hasn't come in, right? And so that's another thing that we don't talk about a lot as small Black owned businesses is cash flow and understanding your cash flow. And when there are cycles, and a lot of when you start doing business with the government or with big
Hmm.
corporations, and they're like, okay, this is a net 90 or like 90
Net
days
60 or
that you
net,
gotta
hell, some
wait.
accounts got net sevens.
Yeah, so it's like I'm waiting to get paid. I've already done the work. The people have already done the work. I gotta pay the people, and your credit can be that bridge for you. So I love that we're talking about this because a lot of folks don't understand the importance of having something in place to help as that bridge.
Oh
So
man, it's huge, because with business credit, if you just look at what I've done over the past 6 months, man, buying properties, I done put it on an Amex Platinum. Let me buy this, bam, bam, down payment, paid it off.
mhm,
Now I'm an international real estate developer. We building container homes in Ghana. Was able to throw something on that to get that project started, right? That's all through business credit. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? While my money is in different investments and in the banks,
mhm,
and the stocks, it's still growing.
yeah.
So an advantage for me is that the money that I typically would have been using to fund my business, now I'm able to buy crypto when it's down. Now I'm able to buy the stocks when it's down. I don't touch that money. That money is designed for me to grow, right? And now we use what's called OPM, other people's money,
Mm-hmm.
right? That
Well,
got
the thing
way
is,
longer dough than me.
if we're being brutally honest about the fact that we can't, as Black people, many times, and small business owners go and walk into the bank and say, "I need a loan for even $10,000," which is not a lot of money, but we struggle to have these relationships with these financial institutions in order to be able to go in and borrow the money, that we need. And so again, if you're able to build your business credit, there may be, lines of credit and other things that you can do that can help
Right.
you to bridge that gap.
It's a mindset. Like, once again, we've both been on this entrepreneurial journey, from our private conversations area where I struggled at, and it was able to overcome. So when we got a whole bunch of babies coming into the entrepreneurial world, they just don't have the mindset just yet, right? It's still a lot of trust factors there because they was told over and over and over that credit is dead. Credit is debt. You should never have credit. You bad debt. Just think about the level of programming that our entrepreneurs, particularly our race, we got to overcome. That's a lot of damn programming, right?
Yeah.
But then, even as a banker, I didn't see it a lot. I mean, when I was a banker, many bankers don't do enough job. They don't do enough to really assist their client, tell them how banking actually works. That's why it's great to have the Harry Allens of the world as an industry expert to do that there at Studio Bank, or my brother Jared out in First Horizon that really sit down and teach you how banking go, or even my sister Candace at Citizens Bank, the Magruders, them, right? They're really sitting down taking that time. So I'm imploring you guys to go see them because they're going to teach you the ins and outs of banking and get your business set up correctly so you can have that loan, that line of credit, like Danielle said, because you might have to pay your virtual assistants. You might have to pay your girlfriend or your boyfriend, because when you date an entrepreneur, they become an assistant. So you might have to help them out, right? And having that line of credit is huge. Let me before we really get into it, let me tell you how important it is. I remember I was talking to one of my buddies. I'm not gonna put him out there. He's in the EO, right? And he was talking about how the pandemic really affected him. And he couldn't meet payroll. Now, this guy has one of the top companies. I don't want to say what type of company it is because then I'd give it away. But he has one of the top companies in Nashville right now. You see him on billboards. You see the company trucks driving around. At one point, he couldn't pay payroll because of the pandemic, right? And he reached out to one of his buddies that's in the EO. You're familiar with that, in the forum. You know how that goes. And she was able to front him a $55,000 line of credit. Just front him. Like, hey, look, don't worry about paying this back so fast. But he was able to make up payroll because of that.
Yeah.
That's the importance of having a business line of credit. First of all, your network.
Yeah.
It's important to have that type of people in your network, but it's important to have that business line of credit because now he got approved for that line of credit, right? And was able to meet payroll, meet staff through the pandemic.
I told my story. I haven't told it on Facebook, I don't think, but on LinkedIn, because I was in a very similar situation.
Hey, we sound like T-Pain. Do you hear yourself? Or is that me?
No, it might be you. I don't know. Somebody drop in the comments. Let us know if I sound strange. But no, when during the pandemic, I mean, and it wasn't because of the pandemic, but because of business contracts with corporate America, I found myself in a situation where contractors had to get paid, but we had over $100,000 out in invoices. And so again, that's why it's important to understand your cash flow and understand, net 30, net 90 payments. So anyway, as I was saying, oh, there's Cory back. But as I was saying, I found myself, because somebody asked the advantage of business credit. And I'm going to speak specifically to business lines of credit and how they've helped my business. So we were back in October of last year, we had $90,000 in invoices out. We had $135,000 that we were waiting to bill that we knew wasn't going to come into this year. And the bank account was down to about $2,000 and people had to get paid. Like it was a rough situation. And I was sitting over here stressed out, because I'm like, even if I don't pay myself, the people got to get paid.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna be out here like the Pepper and Peach. Like the people gonna get, like, you ain't gonna catch me slipping where somebody is like, Danielle ain't paid us. Like, but people had to get paid, and the bank account was not looking good. And so
Right.
luckily, I had the foresight earlier last year to go out and get a line of credit, for 15. And we had 2 lines of credit for about $30,000 total that allowed me to be able to pay people and get us through that hard time. And so that's is people, again, there are a lot of lessons here. You got to understand your cash flow. You got to
Right.
understand that sometimes there will be these ebbs and flows in your cash flow, and you got to find a way to set yourself up to get through them. And again, as Cory said, having a great network of people can do a lot of things for you, but being able to go to your bank, or your source or your line of credit and not have to stress, like to be able to be like, okay, I got it right in, $10,000 from the line of credit is going to get me through to these payments come through. Is
Absolutely.
very
But not just that. Let's think about this too, right? Say, Miss, you do have good credit, right? And you decide to PG your own credit for business credit. PG mean personally guarantee that you're going to make the payment. That's how you can speed up building business credit, so you can qualify for the business line of credit. But just think about this, right? What if you're passionate about your business, right? You feel like you got a real good product, and you don't have quote unquote family or friends to support you just yet. They're going to support you, but typically not in the beginning, right? And you have an opportunity to get $10,000. Now I can sit down with the Danielles of the world and say, hey, I need a social media pay. I need marketing, right? Who do you recommend? Okay, let's talk Ashley Garth. We might owe Erica, Harvell, right? We bring them up. They say, hey, I'm just throwing a small number out, $500 a month to get started, right? Because marketing is really the key to business, So now you got $500 for someone that can manage that can put your product out there, so you can start accruing cash flow that you can turn around and pay, let's say in 30 days, $500 off, right? But it could kickstart your business off. It could get your website going. It could get you your campaign going. It could get you products in the store. It could get your Shopify.
It can get your products, period.
Period.
Yeah.
Without going to like I said, your friends, your family, without being upset at them. Because the reality of the matter is, and this is unfortunate reality, many of your friends and family, they just don't got it. And they don't know how to tell you.
We talk about that a lot when we talk about funding your business. And, I've gone to several business classes, and they're always like, okay, yeah, and the first thing you're gonna bootstrap, and then the next stage after that is gonna be your friends and family round. And I'm like, no, that's not a thing,
So we can eliminate that
a lot of Black business owners, we don't have that friends and family round. That's because who has the money to get like it? Somebody might be like, okay, I might have $1,000 about this round tax time. I'll give you this 8,000 or what. But even that, maybe not. So it's really hard for us to be able to raise the capital we need to be able to get our business going and to be able to scale our business. So in order to invest in, like you said, the marketing, the things that you need to be able to grow your business, you may need to put them on credit. And people don't look like us do it all the time.
All day long. I mean, we're graduates of catalysts.
And what I don't want is for you to be out running up debt and don't have a strategy for making the money and being able to pay it back. So I want to be very clear that I think the business credit is important. But I think just like with our personal credit, we don't want to abuse it to the point where now we're in debt and we can't dig ourselves out.
You can't have the same mindset. One of the C's of credit is character. And like that saying go, everywhere you go, there you are. So if you have bad character or you're not working on your personal character, that person is going to show up in the business world.
Yeah.
That's why I had to get my ish together.
And so
what I'm saying? Big time. You know,
Somebody said your friends and family, they want it back next week. And that's true. They're like,
with
literally,
interest.
I'll let you get this $1,000, but when am I gonna get it back? And so, and as folks that are growing a business, that it may be a while, and so
And look,
there's
and
also
you can't
apprehension.
if you borrow $1,000 from your friends and family, I'd be damned if I see you on Instagram or Facebook.
Don't go nowhere. You're
Don't
not
go
going
nowhere.
outside. Like, you are not going outside with
I
my
better see you Uber and a Lyft because you got to pay us back.
So it's definitely, you are absolutely right. Like, if you got $1,000 of my money, I don't want to see you nowhere, and so so we're also apprehensive about even going that direction because we know our people.
Hey, I've been that friend. I got no lie to tell. That's why I speak so passionate.
Yeah.
I was that friend that was just gully. Like, what I'm saying? I pay them back when I want to, goddamn. They know me.
Entitled. I ain't
Entitled.
been that friend. I've been the other friend. I've been the friend.
I've been on both sides. Listen, I've been on both sides. I've been the gully, entitled friend. Then I've been the friend who followed the hell up. Yo, what's good? Hey,
yeah, I'm the one that's like,
you know what I'm saying? So I know on both behalves. And it's such a thin line to walk.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into these tips because that's what people came for. So, Cory, what do you got for us for the folks that are like, okay, I'm sold. I know I need to start down this path of creating getting some credit for my business. How can they do that?
Okay, so this is one of the things I want people to really understand, right? The thing about business credit is this. The beauty about business credit is that you don't even have to have good personal credit to get it kicked off. You just don't. But if you believe in yourself, if you believe that you are a changed person, you don't have the same characteristics that you had when you was dealing with your personal credit, and you understand the importance of business credit, it could definitely get you to the next level. So the first thing you want to do, first and foremost, you want to make sure that your business name match on all DBAs, right? On all your records, your LLCs, your corporations, whether it's an S Corp or a C Corp, you want to make sure that your business name, is registered, it's the same. So like mine is Onyx Capital Financial Solutions, and then my real estate, Onyx Capital Real Estate Acquisition and Invest. Like, it's all across the line, right? You want to make sure you have your proper licenses, in your industry and in your state for your business license. That's step number 2. Number 3 is, listen, don't let no one charge you to go get your EIN. I'm saying, folks, I get people who hustle, but there's people out here spending $200, $300, $400 just for someone to get their EIN that you could go on your IRS and get it done for free. So make sure you have your EIN, right?
I cannot deal with the fact that people are out here charging to go get an EIN. So I just have to address that is unbelievable and ridiculous.
My God.
So if you need an EIN, go to irs.gov. It takes 5 minutes. So
right. Or say when you sit down with someone like me and I'm helping you, you're not paying me to do your EIN. You're paying me for my time. You know what I'm saying? If you want it done the right way, and 9 times out of 10, it's gonna really be free. Because I rarely charge or charge my worth. I just put that. Sometimes I got a heart, I want folks to get at it. Also, you want to have a physical address. Your business needs its own address. Do not believe the people said that you want to have a home address or no PO boxes. You want to get you a virtual address like mine's, like at the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. I think at the MBIC, you could do it at the Nashville Business Incubation Center. You want to get your physical address because they're going to look you guys up first and foremost, right? You want to get a separate business telephone. Yes, you do. You want to get a separate business telephone number. And then once you take care of those first 5 steps, you want to register yourself in the 411 directory, because when you're going out and applying for business credit, hey, y'all, we got to look y'all up. Gotta look you up. Gotta see if you legit. If you ain't scamming, because you can bankrupt businesses all day, get you Donald Trump on, so and bankrupt as many businesses as you can to turn around, but then they will catch up on that. Right? You want to get your business facts and website.
We should be doing anyway. So I'm glad that you mentioned
Absolutely.
those are
Hey,
things
look,
that
they
we
gave
should
us
be doing
they
to
gave us the
legitimize our
black print of
business.
capitalism. You better
Yeah,
follow the steps instead of complaining about it.
yeah,
Get in the game.
yeah.
Then you want to get a professional email. Literally, like that's why mine is Cory Senior at Cory Insurance or Cory at Onyx Capital, right?
Hmm.
You really don't want Gmails because that causes a red flag. Now we may think it's professional. You may have to quote unquote bootstrap, but when you got to look at when the underwriters looking at your stuff, they're paying attention to everything. The devil is in the details,
Hmm.
and many of us don't want to go to hell to do that. That's what we
And
got to
the
meet
thing
them.
is, again, everything you just said are things that small business owners should be doing to legitimize their business anyway. We miss out on opportunities many times because we don't want to invest in our business. And there are so many little things you can do for a very small business that can give it the appearance of a really big brand. And
Absolutely.
those
Absolutely.
little things that you just named, being able to Google and find your business, and being able to have a domain and your email with that custom domain,
Yeah.
those are things.
Those are the simplest steps, right? And your business don't really kick off until you have a business checking account. So once you get your business checking account, you are in business. I don't want to go into, I could go deeper, but I'm not going to go that deep because I just want to make sure that we get going. Then you get to qualify for your, we're going to talk about tier 1 accounts. These are the type of vendor accounts that you can apply for that will report to business credit. Let me tell you why business credit is more powerful than personal credit. I'm going to get this to you in a second. So you get your, let's say, what's a tier 1? Uline. Everybody need business products, right? You want to buy stuff like
Paper,
this,
whatever it is. Yeah.
whatever. So
Whatever it
instead of
is.
going to the Walmart, instead of going to, shopping on Amazon, unless you get you an account. Like I got a business account on Amazon. So hey, I love my net 30s and 14s, with them. But I don't go on regular Amazon no more and shop. I go on Amazon Business because I know what it does to build on my business credit. I don't go shop for products that I could get like dishwashers when I go to Uline for that, right? So it's certain vendors you could get. So let me tell you about how powerful business credit is over personal credit. With business credit, and you have what's called a net 30 account. That means that you have 30 days to pay it back. That is akin to typically, you got to pay it back in whole, not a payment. So if it's $1,000, they're giving you 30 days to pay that $1,000 back. But let me tell you what's more powerful for business credit than personal credit. With your net 30s accounts, right? If you want to boost up your business credit, you don't pay it back in 30 days. See, it's bad to pay it in 30 days. It's good to pay it 5 days earlier. It's great to pay it 7 to 10 days earlier. That's how you boost your business credit up. And let me give you a tip. So say, for instance, you have 5 tier 1 accounts, Uline, Granger, Quill. I'm drawing a blank on 2 more, but just say you have 5 though. You have 5 accounts, 5 tier 1 accounts. You got a gas card, like I do a Airbnb, A and B gas card. That's 4, right? Let's say you have this. You just use those 4. You have 4 tier 1 accounts, and you make all those payments 7 days earlier. That counts as 4 payments directly to your business credit profile, your business experience profile. And so you say, Cory, it's 4 payments. Well, that's just like personal. No, remember, you paying everything in 21 days. So that means every 3 weeks, the payment's going to hit your business account the next day. It's going to hit your business profile the next day. I want y'all to catch what I just said. It's going to hit your business credit profile the next day. So, in a personal credit, you have what's called a statement date, right? And at the end of the statement date, it reports your balance to your credit, to the credit bureau. So if you have $1,000 Capital One credit card and your statement date is on the 25th and you have a $600 balance on there, even if you paid the balance off the very next date, at the end of your statement date, that's what's going to show up on your credit. It's going to show that you have that you have a balance of $600 on your car. So you have 400 in available credit. That's what it's going to show on your credit, and that's going to bring your credit down, even though the very next day you made a payment. So the end of your statement date on personal credit, you want to have your credit 30% on down to 6%, never at zero. That's how you trick the algorithms and the credit bureau. You never have zero balances. So like if you have $1,000 secured credit card, you want to leave like $17 on there.
Okay.
That's how you trick them, and that's how you boost your points up for the personal side. You want to boost your points up on the business side to get that 80 paydex score that people shoot for to go higher. You make your payments 7 to 10 days before the net account. So if I got a net 7 account, I'm paying everything off on day 2. If I got a net 14 account, I'm paying it off on day 5. If I got a net 30 account, I'm paying it off on the 21st or less. I might pay it off on the 18th. And if I got 5 of those accounts and I pay it off 5 times, it's going to hit my business credit account on the 19th, the very next day, as 5 payments to hit your business account, and then it's going to restart. So you get to boost up your business credit like that. And so you get the score.
You just said a lot. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So we need a whole class, clearly.
Hey, I'm ready to do a boot camp. If people wanted me to do a business boot camp, let's put it in the comments, man. Reach out to me, reach out to Danielle. I'm definitely want to give you guys 2 hours of this. And it won't be boring. Y'all know I'm entertaining as hell. So it's not gonna be a boring 2 hours dealing with me. But yeah, I can get everything squared away for you. But even those tricks, and see, I learned that trick from studying business credit, but most importantly, being in these masterminds, being around guys that got millions, that they making millions a week. And they have said, Cory, this is how I did my business credit. You want to get this score within the next 90 days? That's how I got over 6 figures, of business credit.
I love
what I'm saying? Following the steps of folks that's doing it. So it's little tweaks you got to learn, like the game I just gave you. I gave you game on personal credit.
Yeah.
I gave you game on the business side.
And I gotta wrap up, but I'm like, this was just so powerful. I mean, I just learned a lot of things that I'm about to do on both my personal and business credit. Like, I can't wait to get on Nav real quick and figure out what my score is looking like right now. This was really good information, but we will go ahead and plan a boot camp. So drop a comment in the chat, in the comments, if you are interested in attending that. Also, Cory's link to his calendar is in the caption. If you want to get on the phone with Cory, who does life insurance and financial planning and business credit, all these things, go ahead and book some time to speak with Cory. Someone had a question, but we're going to get it next month because I got to go on to my next live session. But this was extremely interesting. We got folks saying they're interested in the boot camp. So we're going to go ahead and put that together and plan that for next month as well.
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
You drop it in the caption and we'll make sure that you get the invite. Thank you so much, Cory. This was extremely helpful for all.
I appreciate you anytime to share on your platform. Thank you, sir.
We'll see you next month.
All right.
All righty.